Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video with Blazing Corp. We are continuing our plan to get to endgame here, and that begins with building out a great campaign farmer so that we can get our people that we need, our strategic people that we need to get up to endgame and finish particular content to 60. Here, so that involves ethos. I think he was my first legendary actually.
Ha! Gay!
No, he was my second legendary. I had Blood Gorged first, and he was my second. Now, this guy is quite amazing here in how he does things, because his skills: attacks one enemy, has a 20% chance of granting an extra turn, decreases enemy max HP by 15% of damage dealt. Ooh, I haven't even kitted this all the way out there. So if we kit that all the way out, he's going to get, 30% boost in that damage. So pretty nice boost. Obviously, legendary tomes are hard to come by there. But I have kitted out his A2. Attacks all enemies 3 times. Places a 15% weakened debuff for 2 turns. Wow.
Just be really happy. Thank you, Jesus!
And 25% damage increase 3 times, a double AE attack, so AoE attack, crazy damage here, and on a 3-turn cooldown, which is insane. Now, granted, with this, if you get even an extra turn every once in a while, that's gonna be proccing every 2 turns. Boo, yeah, you're slamming some peeps. Then you have attacks all enemies. This attack is always critical. 4-turn cooldown when fully kitted. 25% increase in damage. He is a damage dealer if you've ever seen one. One of the best in the game here. And that is why I use him for campaign farming. Because it's important there to have someone who you build out fast and who you build out heavy in the attack side of things. So let's look at the total stats. 34,000 hit points, 3,900 attack, 1,600 defense, 186 speed, 109 crit rate, 174 crit damage, 90 resistance, 65 accuracy. So nothing, he's not an endgame build by any mean, shape, or form, but is going to be good enough to be able to go first in every instance during campaign, and be able to also slam hard there. So definitely not a bad thing on that end. Masteries are fully mastered. We ended up with flawless execution to get that extra 20% crit damage. I want more consistent damage rather than having like a Helm Smasher, which is a 50% chance to ignore 25% damage, or a Giant Slayer or Warmaster. Now, how I kind of build him out, any shields, he's got that 25% increase in damage. Obviously, you're going to do crit rate, crit damage here. Single out increases damage inflicted at targets with less than 40% HP. Increases damage inflicted by 6% when attacking targets with higher max HP, so that's cool. Ruthless Ambush increases damage inflicted by 8% for the first hit on each enemy, so he's going to be smacking, just smacking there. And has 30% chance of decreasing the cooldown of a random skill by 1 turn if the damage inflicted by a skill exceeds 30% of the target's max HP, which pretty much it always is going to be, even on the single hits. So that just gives us another chance to reduce the cooldown there and go faster. So never a bad thing on the cycle of violence. Now, obviously, we're going to get shield every time this champion kills an enemy, equal to 15% of this champion's max HP. And then we have kill streak, so 6% extra in arena, 3% extra in all other locations for each enemy killed by this champion in battle. And then it stacks up to 12% there, so never a bad thing. Defense, we've gone with resistance all the way down here to retribution, 50% chance to counterattack when they lose 25% or more of their max HP. Alright, so we've kind of looked at the masteries, the skills here. No, wait, let's get out of here. We've looked at the total stats. The main thing is to have your speed faster than 101 there, so you can be faster than the fastest ad or the fastest enemy in your campaign run. Now, the campaign run that I am doing here, Brimstone Path on Brutal, not Nightmare, Brutal. Here, stage 12-3. And usually, not going to run this by himself. I'm usually going to be putting on, let me take that off there, some sort of food, just to fill that out. All right, so basically slam, slam, and more slam here. So not a bad thing. Obviously, make sure you have your XP boosts, kind of rolling there. So all the gear, and you'll have tons of money in no time there as well. Yeah, so you kind of, my best time's 5 seconds. Usually run anywhere between 7 and 18. It just depends on who I'm running with him there. And, that is important there, just to know that could fluctuate depending on who you're bringing in here with him. So you can see there, Cycle of Violence procced. So it reduced the cooldown of my A2 skill. And he was able to slam again there at the end. That's usually what gets me the best times. Another person you could bring in here would be like Queen Eva. She'd be pretty good. I have her, but never bothered to build her out because I have Ethos there. I should have, to tell you the truth, because she's got heal reduction. I could use her for different parts of the game, but we have to make sure we are doing, at this point, it's not about the champions, it's more about the gear for me. So I want to make sure I'm getting just a bunch of gear, get proper good gear, and then add that into the forge. For right now, I'm just, shooting for perception for everybody there. If I'm able to get some good gear from Dragon, great. But for right now, this is kind of what we're doing. So build out our stable of food here, and then into Dragon. So that's kind of been it for this particular run here in our plan to get to endgame. Let me know who you guys are using for your campaign runs there. Do like, subscribe there, and leave a comment. I really would like to know. And we will see you next time. Let's chat then.